Welcome back, CAD students. We are going to continue working through ONShape on some intermediate parts, just getting some more practice doing some CAD that is maybe a little bit simpler than what we did for our final project and keeping our skills together. So we're going to make this kind of weird shape in here where we'll extrude it and then cut out some pieces on this front piece. I have a sheet that's attached to the teams. You can try and do that before you watch the video, and that might be enough for some of you to get this done without having to watch this full video. So you might want to try that just to see how your skills are. So we're going to create a new document. We'll call it problem 6.2 because that's where it is in the Dr. Plantenberg's old book in her video online, with this, which is a SolidWorks video. So I'm just doing the OnShape version of that. Make sure that your measurements in millimeters, and then go to your right plane. We're going to do a sketch here in this right plane, and we're going to use the line tool starting at the origin, and we're going to make sure as we go and create like the basic outline of this shape that all of our lines are either horizontal or vertical. So I'm trying to make sure that I do that as I go. If you don't notice like your lines showing up as being perpendicular or having horizontal or vertical, you can add those relations after you go. And now you'll see it's all blue, so we're going to start dimensioning this until we constrain everything and we show up with all black. So this is going to be 72. We'll do the base down here. This is going to be 68. We're going to do this leg over here. This is going to be 24. We're going to do this leg up here. This will be 20. And now we have to do some distances. So we're going to do the distance between here and this leg. That distance will be 21. We're going to do the distance from this side over to this lip. That distance will be 36. We're going to do the distance from the top to this leg, and that will be 16. And let's see, what are we missing? We're going to do this top up here. That's going to be 40. And now we're fully constrained. Everything is black, our surface is shaded in, and we can go ahead and extrude. So we're going to extrude this blind out to 62 millimeters. And then we'll take a look at our isometric view. And there's our base shape. We just need to do some angle cuts in there. So if we go back and look at our original shape, you can see we're going to like kind of angle cut this triangle out here. So let's make that happen. So I'm going to look at the front, and we're going to create a sketch on this surface. And we're going to start over on this point and go across, down, and back up. There's our triangle. The main dimension we need for that is this angle between here and here. You'll see if you pull that out, it's going to give us an angle, and we want that to be 15 degrees. Oops. 15, yep. If it doesn't like that, we're going to get rid of some relationships. So let me pause this for just a second. Okay, so when I looked at my relationships, I had accidentally ended up saying that this point needed to be on the midpoint. I didn't mean to do that, so I'm going to get rid of that relationship. And now I should be able to, I'm going to just kind of delete these two lines and put them back in. So watch that as you're doing it. See how that wants to go to the midpoint. Either take it down below it or keep it above. And now we should have this, because that fully constrained it, and that's why I ended up with that. So now I'm going to come here and do that, and now I can do my 15 degrees exact. So that happens from time to time. So then we're going to go ahead and extrude, cut that. So we're going to remove, and the distance we want to remove it is 47 millimeters. So we'll green check that, and then we'll take a look at in our isometric view, and there's that first slant, and there's actually a second slant on here. So we're going to keep going, and we're going to create another sketch on this surface. And if we come back and look at our original part, you can see it's going to be a triangle, another right triangle right in there that we're creating. So let's use our line tool again. We'll start at this point, go down. We want it to come across and touch this line, so we want that line to be orange, and then go back up. The one thing we do have to make sure though is that this line right here is horizontal. So we're going to get out of our line tool, select it, see how mine is horizontal. If yours is not, make sure that you come in and create that as a horizontal. And then we're going to do a measurement between this leg and the bottom, and that should be 15. If yours shows up as an angle, that means that yours is not horizontal right there, and you do that and then you'll be able to get that measurement. So now we have this triangle that we can cut. We're going to again remove, and we're going to make it 28 millimeters. And now we should have our full part. We'll come over here. Let's assign it a material. So we're going to do an aluminum alloy. So light aluminum alloy. And let's just do an appearance on this one. That's kind of a nice silver. And then we'll change the name to P62 with your name. And then you can do an export as an STL and turn that in. And you will be done with your second part. Kind of just getting back into some basic ONShape. Again, if you haven't already watched the video or you're stuck, try looking at the PowerPoint slide to help you with the dimensions.